How do you use Tailwind to grow on Pinterest? Hi everyone, I'm Lydia from incomingsuccess.com, a website that is meant to help you grow your online business successfully. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Tailwind and how to use it for your Pinterest growth. If you want to get $15 off Tailwind when you decide to upgrade, check the link in the description. So this video is a part of a Pinterest series for beginners, and this is video number 4 in the series in which we're going to talk about Tailwind Communities, Tailwind scheduling, and how to use Tailwind in general for growing on Pinterest. In the last video, we talked about boards creation, how many boards should you have on your profile, boards SEO, and much more. So if you want to watch that, make sure to check out the playlist below and watch all the videos in this series to learn Pinterest. So let's begin. What is Tailwind? Tailwind is an online publisher app that you can use for Pinterest and newly for Instagram. Most people use it for Pinterest because it allows you to keep your Pinterest account active by scheduling pins to be posted in the following days, following weeks, following months without you having to do anything else. So you schedule the pins that need to be posted every day at certain intervals and at certain hours, and they get published on your profile. This way, your Pinterest account stays active and growing every single day. This is why I recommend Tailwind to anyone who wants to grow on Pinterest and to anyone who wants to grow their clients' accounts on Pinterest, so Pinterest VAs and all that. So the Tailwind features that we're going to talk about in today's video are Tailwind Communities, the publisher or scheduler, boards list, and the smart loop. Let's begin with Tailwind Communities. Kind of like Pinterest group boards, Tailwind Communities are places where you can add your pins to, so they can get repinned or pinned by other people in those communities on their Pinterest profiles. So that allows you to give your pins a boost from the beginning, even before you scheduling that pin into more of your board. People can see your pins in the communities and also pin them or repin them in their boards on Pinterest. This increases the popularity of your pins, therefore your page views will increase as well if people click on those pins and go to your website. To join Tailwind Communities, all you need to do is go to tailwind.com and go to Tailwind Communities and click add a community or join a community. To begin with, to be able to search for another community, you will have to join their main one or one that they recommend. I usually just join the first community that they offer, their Tailwind community, and then I will leave it later once I can find more communities that I want to join. So after joining the first one, you can go to find a community and type in a keyword that you want to find a community for. For example, if you're a fashion blogger, you want to join communities that you'll be able to pin your own content to add your own content to. So fashion communities or women's fashion. So just type in women's fashion and try and find the best communities for you. Take a look at the activity, at the members, and decide which ones you want to join. Some you will be able to join immediately because they don't have any rules for that, but for some you will need to request to join. If you want to learn a little bit more about how to write a request message to join a Tailwind community, make sure to watch this video right here because I go a little bit more in depth about Tailwind for Pinterest. Now, to schedule a pin out of a community, all you have to do is to go to that community, go to the pin that you want to schedule, type in your board or just boards list that you want to add that pin to, and click add to queue. That will add that pin to your publisher and it will be pinned soon when the time slot approaches for the day that that pin was published to. For that to make a little bit more sense, let's go on and look at the Tailwind publisher and how that works. For the Tailwind publisher, you will first need to optimize the time slots, and to do that you'll need to go to publisher and time slots. So that's where you'll be able to see where your pins go to and what time they are scheduled to go live on Pinterest. If you have the Tailwind Plus plan, for which you have a discount in the description, if you click the link you have $15 off if you want to upgrade. If you upgrade to Tailwind Plus, you'll be able to get even more recommended time slots that are optimized for your profile and your audience. So Tailwind already knows the time that your audience is live on Pinterest and they're recommending you to add pins at those times. So what you need to do is to add those time slots there and then refresh the page for them to give you even more recommendations. If you don't want to upgrade for Tailwind Plus yet, just try adding time slots that you think would be good for you. And I would recommend 10 to 15 time slots per day. It is recommended to pin from 10 to 30 pins per day to keep your account active and growing every day. But those time slots won't be your own unique pins only. They will be pins that you pin from others, from other popular accounts. They will be your own pins. There will be pins that you reshare from Tailwind Communities and all that. If you think you've added too many similar pins one after another in the time slot, you can always shuffle your queue. That will mix your pins so you won't have too much similar content in a batch being published together. You can also lock the pins that you want to stay in place when you shuffle the queue. Now let's go to number 3, which is adding boards lists. Boards lists are just lists of similar boards that you make so that you can make sure that when you want to pin one pin into multiple boards, you don't have to spend the time to select each board that you want that pin to go to one by one, but you will just select that boards list and automatically all those boards will be added and you'll be able to add that pin to all the boards. You can click to start adding a board list, and for example, if you will have a pin about women's tops, that pin will be able to go to your women's top board, your women's fashion board, women's style. Maybe if it is a t-shirt, you can write there women's top t-shirt, so it will be a little bit more specific, and you will be able to also add it to your women's summer fashion board, women's spring fashion board. Those are the kind of boards that you want to add to a board list, boards that one certain type of pin could go into. And now let's talk a little bit about smart loops and what they are and how you can use them. Smart loops are basically you telling Tailwind to repin your most popular pin all throughout the year, so more people can see it and click on it and increase your page views. So basically you're picking your best performing pins and deciding to repin them again into your most popular boards all throughout the year. You can choose for the smart loop to be seasonal, so maybe your seasonal pins to be pinned at Christmas time, Valentine's Day, or you can choose your own optimized times and your own optimized boards. We're going to talk a little bit more about how to schedule a newly posted pin to Pinterest with Tailwind, which boards it needs to go to, how to add them to group boards, how you add it to communities, because that's a daily task that you need to do every single day with every fresh pin that you upload to Pinterest. So we're going to talk more about that in future videos of this series. If you want to be notified when that video goes live, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell to be notified when I upload. Next week, we're going to talk about how to create branded pin graphics for your blog posts or products. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and also like this video if you've enjoyed it. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to be notified when I upload a bunch more videos on social media marketing and online growth for your business. You can also check out my website for my Pinterest management services, Instagram marketing services, website design services, and a bunch of digital products that will help you grow your online business. You can also follow me on Instagram for exclusive IGTVs and Instagram Reels. Thank you again so much for being here, and I will see you in my next video.